Hi and welcome to another video on UiPath with me, Jeppe. In this one we're taking a look at the new user interface design experience, also known as Apollo, in UiPath Orchestrator and the cloud platform. Before we get to it, please hit that subscribe button because it really makes a difference that I know you're out there. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, you don't have to give it a thumbs down, that's okay. But let's get to it. Okay, so we're in my cloud platform and I have two tenants in this platform. And the first thing that you probably won't notice is that the user button up here has a couple of new functions. You can use it to switch the language and also to switch the theme. You can no longer use it to switch between tenants. And I'm happy about that because a lot of people actually didn't know you could use it to switch between tenants before. Now that navigation has been moved over here to the far right, where you can switch between my two tenants, the playground and the demo tenant. Now, I would prefer if that navigation was moved over here to the left, where the other navigation is. But, it is what it is, so we'll leave it at that. The navigation is global, and that means that no matter where you are in Orchestrator, or in apps, or in the data service, you will see this navigation. And also, if, for example, you're in the data service on one tenant, on the playground tenant, and switch to the demo tenant, you will be in the data service on the demo tenant. So if you switch between tenants, you stay within the same service, and that's actually a nice feature. Let's go back to the main page. So, of course, one of the major things in this release is that the navigation here on the left is visible no matter where you are in your platform. Whether you're in Orchestrator or apps or whatever, you'll always see this navigation, and that's really, really nice. I use Automation Hub, and up until recently, Automation Hub was a completely different and separate website, and there was no integration basically whatsoever between that and the rest of the platform. But now it's been added over here, and you access it through the same place as you access your apps, your processes, and all of the services. And that's really, really nice also because you share the same user base across all of your services. So, thumbs up for that, definitely. Of course, if you go into Orchestrator, that's where you'll notice the biggest changes. So we'll just go into my demo tenant. And what we can see in here, once it loads, it does look kind of different. And this is the second major update to the Orchestrator user interface within, I think, maybe like a year and a half. But it looks really good, and there are some really nice features in here. So first of all, of course, you can see the global tenant navigation up here, as I said before. In this little user menu, you can access your profile. That hasn't changed. The alerts hasn't really changed. The help menu, well, who uses that? And then you have this little create new menu. And this lets you create new processes, triggers, and whatevers from within sort of the main page here. And that's actually quite nice. I think I've found a small glitch because I can create new test sets. And in this Orchestrator, I do have a license for doing that. But I have another environment where I do not have that license. And while it won't let me actually create the test sets, it has the navigation. So I would prefer if there was some security trimming so that the menu item wouldn't show unless I had access. But really, it's not a major issue. So we'll move on. And over here on the left, we have right next to the UiPath Orchestrator icon, we have this demos menu, and the demos refers to the folder that we're in. So inside this folder, we can perform different actions without having to navigate around the different pages. We can link assets, we can assign users and machines, we can start jobs, and things like that. We can even move the folder if we want. So that's actually a nice little addition that we can perform some quick actions right in this menu. And then mostly the rest is cosmetics. So for example, we have the menu over here. The looks have changed a little bit. We still have the tenant level at the top here, so we can click that and access all of the stuff that was in the tenant level before as well. And then we have this global service navigation bar on the far left that, as I showed you before, lets us navigate between the different services. Now, one thing that I find mildly annoying is that if we go to the settings at the tenant level, and that's way over here on the far right, then you used to be able to set the custom header color, and that would basically color this entire top bar up here. That has been reduced now to only make a very thin red line, in this case, at the very top. And if you insert a custom logo, and I'll just browse to a file that I just created, and that's just a simple red block, we can see that this logo is a lot smaller than what it used to be in the old version. And also, I just think it's really important in some cases that you have some very clear and visible branding at the top bar here. I usually work in a development and a test and a production environment, and those three top bars are very distinguishable from each other. And I think that has been lost a little bit in this new design. But I understand it's not easy. They need to make room for more and more stuff. The suite of products from UiPath has exploded in the last couple of years, from being just basically Studio and Orchestrator. then we have all of these new services, and there need to be room for all of them. They need to be integrated. I think they've done a good job at that. I'm working on a video that will list all of the different products and what phases of the RPA lifecycle you'll use them in. If you want to watch that, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you stay safe and take care. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.